Alright, so as you walk into Professor Jennifer's laboratory, you're gonna find out that she's waiting right there for you with Sharon and Bianca. And she's gonna be like, hey, Sharon and Bianca and whatever your name is. How about you guys go on a Pokemon adventure and try to fill up the pages for your Pokédex so I can expand my research over Pokemon. For you to actually continue on at the game, you are forced to say yes. You can also give a nickname to your starter, but I'm not gonna give any nicknames to any of my starters because since this is my first walkthrough and I am not completely well aware of every Pokemon's name in the Unova region because I'm a new trainer to this region, I'm gonna actually not nickname them so I can actually find out what their names are. And this is a new Pokédex. I'd rather have the old Pokédex because the new Pokédex looks like a Game Boy Color. The old Pokédex would look like a Nintendo DS, so I think the old Pokédex was better. But doesn't matter. She's gonna be like, hey, how about you guys go outside and meet me at Route 1, so I can show you guys how to catch a Pokemon and give you guys some Pokeballs. And Sharon and Bianca are like, alright guys, let's go over there. We'll meet you outside Route 1. And as you head out of your, not out of your, but out of Professor Jennifer's laboratory, you're gonna find that your mom's waiting right there for you, and she will be giving you a town map. And that is actually very useful, especially if you're a new trainer to this region. That's kind of dumb, though. I think that if you were to, like, trash your room, your mom would not give you a reward about it. She'd, like, ground you. Sorry about that. I was adjusting the camera when I was video editing. And, I was like, should I cut this out? Should I not? So I decided not to cut it out. And here I am, just commentating over it. Okay, so she's gonna be like, alright guys, how about you go meet some Pokemon all around the Unova region and have fun. And now that you have the town map, you can actually go and check what city you're gonna go next into, and that's actually Accumala Town. And we're gonna be checking that out in episode 3. It's gonna be very, very, very fun because we're gonna find out who the trainer is that I think is more important than your actual rivals. Alright, so right here Bianca's like, hey, how about we take the first step into our first route at the same time? And you actually do that and you walk into Route 1. Why they started routes again, I have no idea. My only, what is it called? My only hypothesis would be that each region is like in a country or a continent, and we started in a new continent or a new country, so now they started the routes again. That's my only, hypothesis over why they would start the routes at 1 again. It should be like 301 or something like that. But I sped this up because we've always seen this before in all other Pokemon games. So I was like, alright, I'm just gonna speed this up for them. And all she does is lower the Patrat's HP and throw a Pokeball, which is basically what you do. You lower Pokemon's HP and then throw a Pokeball at it. Of course, as the Pokemon becomes better, progressively it becomes harder to catch Pokemon. But the Patrat she will catch is always gonna, the Pokemon she's gonna catch is always gonna be a Patrat, and it's always gonna be level 2. It can change from male to female. That changes as not by luck, but randomness. 50% chance it's gonna be a female, 50% chance it's gonna be a male. I have always played with it seeing a male, but I saw my brother play it once and it was a female. So and then I looked it up and I know that's true. So right here they're like, hey, since we have to fill up the pages for a Pokemon Dex, they're like, how about we see who can catch the most Pokemon? And you can only catch a Patrat and a Lillipup because those are the only 2 available Pokemon in this route. They're anywhere from level 2 to level 4. And even if you catch them, all you're going to get is like pages filled up in your Pokédex and extra Pokemon in your party for extra protection. And that's about it. So I don't recommend catching them. You don't get absolutely anything. Lillipup is actually a very good Pokemon though. It evolves into Herdier, which evolves into Scoutland, which is an amazing Pokemon. And I'm actually debating whether I should use that or another Pokemon, which is called Raggenrola. But wild battle right there, I'm just gonna skip it. Not very useful. Head up. Make sure that before you enter the next town, raise your Pokemon a level though, at least to level 7, so that it learns its elemental move. Another wild battle, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm raising my Pokemon's level so that it learns its elemental move, which is gonna be Ember. and that's my third wild battle, and this wild battle is gonna be my fourth. So yeah, walk around because you're about to have a battle, and you want to make sure that your Pokemon has a type, same attack, move that is the same type as your type. So, because that gives it the same type bonus, which is 50% extra attack. So, look, this is the final battle. Now, I didn't skip this to show you how strong my Tepig is. It's level 7 now. It has Ember. I'm using Tackle. I don't know why I didn't use Ember instead. I think it's because my Tepig has higher attack stats than my special attack stat. And there's the Ember. It learns at level 7. Oshawott will learn Water at level 7. And Snivy would learn Vine Whip level 7. Snivy gets the bad move right there because it only has 35 attack points. So the other two Pokemon are pretty good. Alright, my Tepig is level 8 now. But make sure, again, it's at least level 7. Because that's going to help you out a lot. So it just grew a level. And it looks like it's having really good health point stats. 30 health points at level 8. I think that's the best I've ever seen in any Pokemon that I've raised since level 5 or level 2, whatever. So right here, they're like, you only caught a Tepig? Wow. You're a bad trainer. And they're gonna be like, you should have caught more Pokemon for extra protection. But even if you would have actually caught the 2 available Pokemon, they would have been like, oh, good job, we caught those 2 Pokemon too. Now we have a lot of protection. So it's very dumb or not very useful to actually catch those Pokemon. So there, my camera's trying to focus on this low light. And Accumala Town, and there's Professor Juniper. They told you to go outside of the Pokemon Center to see what Professor Juniper wanted. And I'm just gonna explore the town. I'm gonna show only what's important. I'm showing this because I wanted to show you every 3D effect on the town, and that's a 3D effect. There's nothing important down there, just that 3D effect. There's Charon right there to my left, but he will not battle you. He'll just talk to you. So right here, you can see a couple Pokeballs there. The next route, we'll be exploring that in a while. And there's actually a little house right here that I actually like a lot. You see how the music's kind of boring and dumb? If you talk to these guys, their instruments music will add up to the music of the town. So now it's really like good. And there's a Minccino right there. Minccino evolves once into this other Pokemon, but Minccino is extremely cute. I really like it. I'm not gonna be using it though. It's my party. And right here's a Pokemon Center. So after you explore the town, head in there. But I'm not gonna do that yet. Charon, another 3D effect that I will be showing. And the only important place actually in the house that I would recommend actually heading into would be this building right here. They'll give you an item. An item. I'm talking like a Briton, mate. Alright, so they're like, oh, there's a Univille region legend. I hope you can I hope you can someday see it. And this guy will give you a Pokeball. And that's actually very useful because as of this point, nothing that you try to catch will not get caught by a Pokeball. We're not trying to catch like Regimar or Zekrom here. We're trying to catch the Lillipups and Patrats. So everything that you attempt to catch with a Pokeball will be caught with a Pokeball. So don't worry about that. Now, after you've explored the town, talk to Charon. He'll be like, wasn't Professor waiting for us at the Pokemon Center? And you'll have to go there to proceed in the game story. So head in that Pokemon Center. It's a new sprite. I'm positive of that. Because back in the news games, which are Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the sprite was similar to that of Platinum, but now it's a completely different sprite. They try to make it very 3D. And here's Bianca, and she's like, oh, wait for me, I want to hear this information as well. And she'll just tell you the same information that Dawn told you back in the beginning of the game, Platinum. So not very useful, but you have to do it. So they're like, hey, how about you try to heal up your Pokemon? It's free. Yeah, this is a perfect utopia, so practically everything's going to be free. There's nothing that's going to be wrong here, except Team something. And yep, there's a team is here. Remember Team Rocket, Team Aqua, Team Magma, and Team Galactic? Well, there's a new team here. And the team name is actually pretty ridiculous, and so are their sprites, but I like the little music and everything that they have. It's pretty cool. And here she's gonna be like, oh, this is the Pokemart. You can buy a different variety of items, and as you earn new badges, you can of course have a bigger variety of items. You actually want to get some stuff right here because you definitely want to stock up, buy some stuff. Yeah, I would recommend having at least 5 having at least 10 Pokeballs in your bag as of this point, and having at least, I don't know, 5 potions, maybe? Yeah, 5. Yeah, 5 potions. That's gonna be good enough. So, right after you're done with that,